Hello and welcome to another random Pokemon unboxing video. So as you can see on the table here, we have 4 of these little Pokemon Terrariums. And I know what's in these, but as you can kind of tell, the boxes don't really give much of an indication as to what will be in there. You can see there's different designs on the sides. So let's have a look at what we got and try and assemble some. So I'm just going to move these other 3 out of the way. So we've got 4 of them in total. So let's just open this up. Here we go. Pull out its contents. So we've got a little sheet here. It shows you the ones in that set. Let's take this out. Oh, here we go. So straight away we can kind of maybe get an idea of which this one is. A little Charizard poking his head out. There we go. So these terrariums come with a little display Pokeball. We're going to be putting this creature into. Poke this out. Oh, there we go. So I've seen these for a few years ago and I was like, I would like to get one. But because they're totally random when you get them normally, it was it put me off a little bit. But my sister went to a place that allowed you to choose which one you wanted. So she kind of allowed me to get the exact one I wanted just by sort of telling her remotely. Let's get him out. Come on, there you come. And your little breath of fire. So let's get this assembled. And try and remember how this one sort of looks. So it sort of fits in there. So we've got this cloud of smoke. Put a little fire in his mouth. See if that slots in. Maybe see if we can get it in the other way so it looks like it's going in correctly. There you go. Just fold his wings out a bit. And we'll pop them in. So these get a little bit fiddly to assemble because they sort of just sit in there rather than slot into anything in particular. And then we put the lid on and hopefully I'll get it in correctly. I might have to rejiggle that. Oh. So there we have our Charizard, his little smoke and fireball. And I'll put this there. So basically my goal is I want to put these on my shelf because I've got, as you probably have guessed by this point, quite a few different Pokemon collectibles over the years. And there's only certain Pokemon I really like, so hence why I wanted to have the kind of choice. And if I remember correctly, my sister had to go with, she had to buy some what were more common ones just to get the more rare ones. So some of these will be, well, cost a bit more than others, essentially, from the guy that she got these from. So this one is a bit more, got a lot more to it. So we've got a bit of water, we've got a grass, and we've got our little Mew there. What I like about these is the fact that the base of the boxes are all in Japanese. So if I didn't know what they were, I could only go off the picture. But thankfully, I know exactly what I should be getting. So there's our little Mew figure. So cute. And this one, we need to rebuild this one, so we'll plonk that down. And how does this one look when it's sort of assembled? Let's have a look, see here. So we have the water, which will be at the very bottom. We have our piece of land that sort of slots in to there. And a rock. So let's just figure this out. Oh, is that meant to come off or is that meant to stay there? No, it's not meant to there. Okay, cool. So how does this fit together? As you can sort of... Okay, so after a lot of fighting, I've managed to get the rock, sand, flower, and little Mew on his little stone. That was a quite tricky one to put together, hence why I had to have a cut there. Because it doesn't quite, everything just sort of balances and it doesn't quite easily line up as you would expect. But yeah, there we have a little Mew terrarium, which is super cute now it's together. I've just got to be so delicate with these things. Because although they're made of plastic, they move around quite a bit, let's just say that. So this one is, I believe, one of the more common / obscure ones. Well, one of the ones I kind of had to have, but also I wanted something that was a bit interesting with this one. So this one is a little, oops, just about zooming back, a little cubone and sand shrew with a coconut tree and a piece of ground. So what this should have is the look of a sand shrew sort of digging out of the ground. Should just look quite cute and interesting. My sister, by the way, she had this one here, which is a Pikachu and a little Togepi, a snowball scene. Oh, there we go. Just make sure we don't lose any of these little pieces. They're really, the actual Pokemon models themselves are really well done. The assembly though is a bit, well, like I sort of said, tricky. So some of this will be jump cuts, and if I jump cuts, it's probably because I've had to fight to get in. So there's a little sand shrew living in his little home here. This is our little body of water. We should plonk our tree in, so there's a little groove to indicate which way that should connect in, like so. And our little cubone will just sort of stand on, does that sound like so? Now some people sort of have glued these together, which is a shame, but I can see why. I might just use a tiny bit of blue tack to keep this together when I'm transporting it. Oh. So let's pop that back into his terrarium, use water, there we go. And put a little cubone on the Pokeball like that, so they're having a little bit of a chat with each other. So there we have our scene, Cubone and Sandshrew in a desert having a bit of a chinwag. And our final one is, well, you can see I've got Mew there, so guess who I had to also get? That's right, I had to get Mewtwo too. So in here we have, this is a bit more of a basics setup, but yeah, so we have his little rocky cave, and he will sit just where a little hole there is. So there he is. We'll put this into the Pokeball. Have him facing towards us. Put the lid on. And there we have our Mewtwo. So we have Mewtwo, Sandshrew, Cubone, Charizard, and Mew. And there was a lot of these terrariums in to collect. I've only got 4. There was a significant amount of them, and they weren't the cheapest things to buy. But they are quite cool, and they will look really nice on my shelf of Pokemon paraphernalia. So I've been Stephen. This has been a random Pokemon unboxing video, and I hope that you give this video a like. If you don't like it, just dislike it. That's fine. And I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.